Elementary, a West Virginia school of excellence. Join me as we learn about some of the teachers here at the home of the Eagles on this edition of Be the Difference, West Virginia. We're here in Stefanie Cirilli's classroom here at Hedgesville Elementary. Hi, Stefanie.
Hi, Erin.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I'm a sixth-year teacher. I recently got married 2 years ago, and I enjoy working with the kids here at Hedgesville Elementary, and I'm also working on my doctorate in my spare time in education leadership.
Oh, I'm busy.
A little bit, yeah.
So what made you decide to become a teacher?
Well, I realized in high school that I enjoy helping people and teaching. But when I went to college in my undergrad, I took a special education course that was required, and I discovered that I really enjoy working with students with special needs. And then particularly we had autism courses offered, and it was just interesting to me, and getting to interact with some of the students and some of the kids made me realize that it's something that I'd really like to do.
So we hear a lot about autism in the news and in education. It's a very hot topic. What are some misconceptions that you wish that you could clear up for the public about autism or autism education?
One of the biggest misconceptions that I'd like to point out is the ability of the students. My students range on all levels, and even students that are nonverbal may have a lot in there that they're just trying to get out. So all the students can learn, and that's something that I see here every day, regardless of their level. And also just working with the kids is so important, just giving them attention, giving them positive attention. And for kids with autism, a lot of people think that they don't have the ability to understand or express emotions, and that's just, that's wrong. I see that every day in my classroom. The kids experience a wide variety of emotions. They show joy, they show sadness, and it's just a matter of getting them to express their feelings and getting them to express them appropriately. So it's something we work on in social skills and throughout the school day.
So what would you say is your favorite thing about being a teacher?
My favorite thing about being a teacher is definitely the kids. I can say I've developed a special relationship with each child, and just every child is unique, and my relationship with them is unique, and being able to have my students for 3 years at least, that really allows a bond to develop. And so I just love coming to school and seeing the kids and just seeing their smiles, hearing their stories, and also the parents are wonderful to work with as well. So I really like the interaction and the relationships that I build.
So you mentioned that you're working on your doctorate. What are some other things that you do for the school or do for your own professional development outside of the regular school day?
Well, I've helped with a couple professional developments here at Hedgesville. I did one on autism a couple years ago. I did one on positive behavior a year or so ago. But also I'm traveling tomorrow to go to an autism conference in Frederick. So I try and keep up to date on strategies, and also with my doctorate I'm studying inclusion of students with autism in regular classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's something that I work on in my spare time, but also I attend professional developments to try to be a better teacher and learn new strategies, because I'm learning something new every day, especially from the kids. So.
Now, Hedgesville was recently recognized as a school of excellence. Can you tell me what was involved in that process?
It was a very extensive application. Actually, our application was stretched out over 2 years because we started it the first year. And then the second year, we just weren't ready to submit it the first year. So the second year, we really kind of pulled everything together. Different teachers in the building were assigned different roles and different sections. And as part of my internship with Jones International University, I had the opportunity to help with Mr. Tyson and Miss Knipe pulling the application together, kind of filling in the missing pieces. So it was really a big collaborative effort from all the teachers in our school.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some really excellent teachers here, and just a collaborative family type atmosphere. So we pulled it all together and just made it a team effort.
So what does that title entail? What does that mean to be a school of excellence?
It's an honor from West Virginia, and we will go in October and will be recognized. And we're one of very few in the state that were recognized. They only recognize a few every year, but pretty much it entails having, showing academic excellence and, professional development, opportunities for the teachers that help them to become better educators, and parent involvement, community involvement. So it just shows that it's a title that we are honored to receive, to say that our school is among the best in the state.
We're here with Melanie Cox in her first grade classroom. Hi Melanie, how are you?
Good.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I'm married. I have 2 kids. One's in 5th grade and one is in 2nd grade here at Hedgesville. And I absolutely love teaching. I'm nationally board certified in reading, and I coach soccer as well, the rec league soccer for my daughter's team.
Oh.
So do a lot of soccer.
What led you to become a teacher?
I have always wanted to be a teacher. I used to teach my stuffed animals when I came home from school. It's just one of those things. And then as I got older, I just really enjoyed children. There's just something about their little spark that just makes your day. And seeing their little faces when they walk in and finding something in them that I truly love about each and every single one of them. Even that one that's bouncing out of his chair every day, there's something sweet about him too. And learning how to capture them and enjoy learning. So I've just always really loved it, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
So what would you say is your favorite thing to teach?
My favorite thing is reading. I absolutely love showing them a new book and connecting authors and stories. And we read The Wizard of Oz last year for the first time, and my kids absolutely loved that story, and we were making movies in our minds and trying to get them to understand that a book is just a movie, but you get to make the pictures up and make your own characters and picture them. So I just love reading and finding a way to make it fun for them, because reading's hard. Mm-hmm. It's like, I always tell parents, it's like teaching your kid to ride a bike. At first it's really tough, but if they keep doing it, they finally get it. And since reading's the basis of everything, I find it really, really important here in first grade.
So what are some things that you do in your classroom to motivate your students to read?
First of all is those read alouds, because if I can show them how exciting it is to find a book or an author that you truly love, and I tell them, how many times have you watched that SpongeBob episode? Oh, I've seen a ton. Well, guess what? A book is like that too. You can read it over and over again if you really, really enjoy it. We do lots of games, trying to get them to read those sight words and things like that. Stacking cups, that's what we're doing recently. Just trying to find their niche. Not every kid's gonna like a certain kind of book, but I think it's their choice to find something that they truly, truly enjoy. And also, reading is difficult at this age. Mm-hmm. So building their confidence when they first walk in here and proving to them that they all are readers in some way, whether it be labels on a cereal box. But just gotta build that confidence. You are a reader here in the classroom, and once you do that, then they start to soar. So it's really, I love it.
Yeah, you mentioned that you're a national board certified teacher. Can you tell me a little bit about what's involved in that process?
It is a long process. It took a year. I had 2 small children at the time, so it was reflecting though, truly. And I went to Shepherd, so a lot of that was, teach this and then reflect on how it worked. So it really taught me to make sure I taught with intent. Every single lesson had to have a reason, an objective, and it had to hit everybody in the classroom. Not just increase those low kids in the room, but enrich all the other guys too. So it really makes your lessons, every single one, count. It made me reflect as a teacher on making sure that every kid was being hit in the room and learning at the same time. So I thought it was a really interesting process. It was really about me becoming a better teacher, and it worked, I think.
So you mentioned that you had 2 young children when you were going through that process. What was that like, or what is the amount of work that's involved in National Board Certification?
There is a lot of work, but once you put the kids to bed, I work on stuff now. So it was just more research and making sure that you were doing the lesson correctly and writing all those papers. But truly, I do about the same work every day, going in and making sure I have centers that I want to do, and that I'm making it fun and interesting for the kids. So really, the worst part for that was taking the test, I think, but I'm not a good test taker and never have been. So that was the hardest part for me, was taking that test online and being very nervous because it was timed. But it's doable. I really think it is. It's easier. I think it was easier with small kids than it is now, because now they're all in sports and it's harder to find time to do things.
So if there was one thing you could tell the public about what it means to be a teacher, what would you say?
The public has a misconception of us sometimes. We have our summers off, and you get time with your kids, and I will say that is definitely a perk, but I think we earn that perk. If you're doing your job really well, then you work really, really hard. I spent all summer painting my classroom furniture and decorating my room so that it was welcoming and inviting for my kids, and it was a place I wanted to be every day. I think I tell them that I don't teach subjects necessarily. I teach kids, and that's what I love to do. I love to teach each and every one of them because they're all so very different. So
That's all for this edition of Be the Difference West Virginia. Join me next time as we learn about more teachers here in beautiful Berkeley County. Until then, this is Erin Spinagle reminding you to be different, but more importantly, be the difference. I'll see you soon.